Every month, the female body goes through an incredible biological cycle that prepares it for the possibility of pregnancy. Deep inside the body, the ovaries, uterus, and hormones work together in a complex and perfectly timed process. This cycle controls ovulation, fertility, and menstruation, and it repeats again and again throughout a woman's reproductive years. But what exactly is happening inside the body during ovulation and periods? Let's take a journey inside the menstrual cycle. The menstrual cycle typically lasts about 28 days, although for many people it can be shorter or longer. This cycle is divided into 4 main phases: menstrual phase, follicular phase, ovulation, luteal phase. Each phase is controlled by powerful hormones that signal the body what to do next. Hormones begin the cycle. Hormones act like chemical messengers inside the body. They travel through the bloodstream sending instructions to the reproductive organs. 2 of the most important hormones during the menstrual cycle are estrogen and progesterone. These hormones control when an egg develops, when it is released, and when the uterus prepares for pregnancy. The period, menstruation. If pregnancy did not occur during the previous cycle, the body begins a process called menstruation, commonly known as a period. During this phase, the uterus sheds its inner lining. This lining was built to support a potential pregnancy. But since fertilization did not happen, the body no longer needs it. The uterine lining breaks down. The lining of the uterus, called the endometrium, starts to break apart. Tiny blood vessels and tissue begin separating from the uterine wall. This breakdown is completely natural and is the body's way of resetting the reproductive system for the next cycle. Menstrual flow. The broken down lining, along with blood and tissue, slowly leaves the body through the cervix and the vagina. This process usually lasts between 3 and 7 days. While this is happening, the body is already beginning the next stage of the cycle. Egg development. New eggs begin developing. Inside the ovaries, small sacs called follicles begin to grow. Each follicle contains an immature egg. At the beginning of the cycle, several follicles start developing at the same time. But usually, only one will fully mature, the dominant follicle. As hormone levels rise, one follicle becomes stronger than the others. This is known as the dominant follicle. Inside it, the egg grows and prepares for the most important moment of the cycle, ovulation. The egg is released. Around the middle of the cycle, usually near day 14, ovulation occurs. The ovary releases the mature egg in a sudden and dramatic event. The egg is then captured by the nearby fallopian tube, where it begins its journey. The egg travels. Tiny hair-like structures inside the fallopian tube, called cilia, gently guide the egg forward. The egg slowly travels toward the uterus. This journey can take several days. However, the egg itself only survives for about 12 to 24 hours. The fertile window. Possible fertilization. If sperm are present in the fallopian tube during this time, fertilization can occur. Sperm cells swim toward the egg in an attempt to penetrate its outer layer. If one sperm successfully enters the egg, a new life begins. But if fertilization does not occur, the egg will naturally break down. Preparing for pregnancy. Uterus thickens. While the egg is traveling, the uterus is preparing itself just in case pregnancy happens. The uterine lining grows thicker and becomes rich with blood vessels. This creates the perfect environment for a fertilized egg to attach and grow. If pregnancy does not occur, the egg breaks down. If the egg is not fertilized, it begins to break down and dissolve inside the reproductive tract. Without fertilization, pregnancy cannot occur. The body then prepares to restart the cycle. Hormone levels drop. Hormone levels, especially progesterone and estrogen, begin to drop. This sudden decrease signals the uterus that pregnancy did not happen. As a result, the uterine lining is no longer needed. Soon, it will begin shedding again. The cycle restarts. The cycle repeats. And just like that, the menstrual cycle starts all over again. The body releases the old lining, prepares a new egg, and begins another cycle of hormonal changes. This incredible biological process repeats roughly every month, playing a vital role in fertility and reproductive health. Understanding what happens during ovulation and periods helps us better understand the amazing complexity of the human body.